and welcome to another edition of the Dad and Daughter Download. I am the dad, Kevin Williams.
And I am the daughter, Alex Williams. And we're a boomer dad and millennial daughter talking pop culture, sports, and life for me in Manhattan and dad at the Jersey Shore. And on this episode, episode 6, I know we've teased that we would be having more guests. We're going to actually introduce you to a local couple who has given thousands of kids a Christmas full of toys, clothes, memories, and more. And we'll also discuss Simon Cowell's new show. Our beloved football team finally has a new head coach. And of course, we'll wrap up the show with my favorite segment at least, of Kevin Can't Even.
Sounds good, Alex. Thank you. And the couple you see on the screen are Kevin and Peggy Berger, people I've known a long, long time. Kevin is the name of what's called Kevin's Kids, which has just been this incredible grassroots effort that started some 45 years ago with a kind of a heartbreaking story, which we'll hear about, and has resulted in an annual, I don't even know what to call it. I can't call it a toy drive because it's toys, it's clothes, it's everything that really gives a Christmas to many kids in Manchester Township who wouldn't have one, and also helps out their families as well. Now, both were associated with the Manchester School District for many, many years. Kevin retired as an administrator. Peggy was a teacher for a long time, so they've been associated with Manchester for as long as they would like to remember. They're both happily retired right now, but I would say in their free time, but this thing is much more than their free time. This is an incredible, incredible effort. So, Kevin, as I bring you in, I'm going to ask you to really explain the origin of Kevin's Kids, how it all started.
Okay, well, it was back when I was principal of the Whiting School, and it was an elementary school, and of course the children were very excited with the Christmas season about to come on. And a first grade teacher one morning was talking to her class and say, "What do you think Santa Claus is going to bring to your house?" And of course, you heard the stories about a brand new bicycle or a doll or a truck. And she got to this one little boy, and he had a very sad look on his face, and he said, "Santa Claus has never come to my house." And we were like, wow. So teacher came running to my office, and we said we have to do something right away, as it was almost Christmas. So that's how they all originated.
So you obviously made a Christmas for this young boy who wouldn't have had one. Now, how do you go from
Correct.
that? I know there was an in-between, but how do you go from that to something like you do now, in which you are going to help make a Christmas, you and your elves are going to help make a Christmas for about, 450 young kids in Manchester?
Yes, yes. We keep getting numbers, that are growing each day almost, and we just try to help everyone we possibly can. We have a great identification process through the schools, and the community has been wonderful. The school district, the senior citizens, the police department, the residents, they all just jump in and help us. And every year we get phone calls at home from people we don't even know who want to give us help, whether it's financial help or make donations. So it's incredible. It's just a wonderful thing.
We started the first year with about $500 and brought a few gifts over to our living room. And it just grew from there every year. And it just, more and more people wanted to help, more and more people wanted to donate, and more people had a need. So as the program grew, the need grew. So Kevin's thought was, never again will a kid in Manchester go without a Christmas. And I think we can proudly say that that's probably
That's amazing. I mean, I can speak from being able to volunteer. I know my mom obviously was a teacher at the high school, so that was kind of the connection of me being able to come in when I was in middle school and high school and bring my friends along. And it was truly something I looked forward to every holiday season, was being able to give back. And we had fun. Like, you get this list of this 6-year-old girl wants a bar or whatever it may be. And it kind of brings you back to your childhood and knowing that you're able to give back. I just remember it being such a rewarding experience that I would like be sad when it ended, but like counting down the days to when I could do it the next year. So I was so lucky to be able to even contribute in the smallest way possible years ago.
We remember too, people like yourself who would come back every year. We'd look forward to seeing you. And you grew up with the drive right there with us, helping out every year. And it's funny because we never have to tell people when it is; they just show up.
That's
It's
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
And the
Go
best,
ahead, Al.
I'm sorry. The best part about it is the fact that, most of the drives, they're not quite as personalized as this one. The parents are contacted and we get an actual list of things
Yes.
that a wish list of what the kids want, but also a wish list from the parents from what the kids really need. So that they're getting winter coats and they're getting socks and they're getting hats as well as the Barbie dolls and the trains and the trucks.
You know, we get stories of in this cold weather that's starting to set in where a child's out at the bus stop with just a T-shirt. It's like, well, we can't let that happen. That's for sure. And people just continue giving. And I'll tell you just a quick story which happened last year. We were at the middle school setting up and getting it all ready. And someone said, Kevin, there's a person that needs very much to speak to you right away. And I just figured it was someone looking for help. So I quickly went up to her and I introduced myself. And she said, here, I want you to have this. Reached into her pocket and pulled out $1,000 and said, this is for you to help others because I was a Kevin's kid many
Wow.
years ago. And we were like, wow,
That is amazing.
I
That's
mean,
incredible.
it's a
I
great
mean, what else? I mean, that like sums up everything. I mean, that's what it's all
time.
about. That's paying it forward. They are paying it forward. You know, you know.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
I do want to ask. It's a monumental task what you do, and it's amazing. You are an all volunteer organization. From you and Peggy, the two of you, to everyone who plays any role in it, from shopping for the stuff you need, from assembling all the stuff that's donated, which my wife was involved in last week, and she's been a volunteer for many years. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
and she
Yes.
would come home and tell us about, I can't believe what we saw today. But everything is done. There's no taxpayer expense. There's no money comes out of the school budget. I mean, people just open
No.
up their hearts, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we have people dropping stuff off at our daughter's house because they know it'll get there. It's, wherever you go, like I said, the woman coming into the school, it's incredible. People know about it. Said, I'll be there next week to help wrap or whatever you need.
And Saturday, when we do the actual shopping, all the teachers show up. They ask they go, can I have the list of the kids that are in my class? The bus drivers come with the band bus so we can transport the stuff back to the school. It's just, it's the whole community just comes together. It's unbelievable.
Even the many senior communities in Manchester Township, we're still getting calls. We got a call today. We need a truck to go pick up a load there because the woman said her garage is full. I said, that's not a problem. We'll help you out with that. And it's all new, beautiful stuff that the kids are going to be so excited and
And now
thrilled
I
for.
remember when I was helping volunteer, there was also a food component. Is that something that you still do, delivering some sort of meal to some houses or whatnot?
We kind of phased that out just because we're so
Yeah.
large now and we still have to run the schools every day. So, it's keeping for a place for that. They give us right now, we've been working for the last couple of weeks, 2 classrooms in the middle school, and then we switch it all over to the Ridgeway school. So space is a problem, and you have to see what we have in these rooms. We walked in the first week, and Peggy and I were like, oh my goodness, we have some work ahead of
Try,
us.
But it all comes together
It
every
really
year. It
does.
always works
Yeah, it
out.
does get done. I mean, what people can't understand that I've seen it before is you literally will put everything for an individual or a family in a pile, and you will have several hundred piles. And of course, everything gets wrapped. Everything is originally bagged, then it gets wrapped. And what's really cool about it is when the families come in, I say families, not the kids, when the families, mom and dad, grandma, whatever, when they come in to pick up the stuff that's been donated for their child or children, they do this anonymously. I mean, it's not like I mean, they pick it up and you have time scheduled for all that to take place. Nobody really knows
Yes.
who's getting what. It's really just a heartfelt gesture from you two and the people. As I said, your elves.
Yeah.
A lot of tears coming in the cars of the pickup parents,
Imagine.
that's for sure, who just say, without this, it just would never have happened.
And on Sunday, we make sure all the wrappers are out of the gym before the parents start coming, so they don't have to worry about feeling embarrassed or whatever. And the other thing that we're insistent on is the fact that we don't let the high school kids, like when you were that age, Alex, come and help as much as they would like to, because this may be their next door neighbor or the kid that's sitting next to them in algebra class.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Now we are getting close to the end of, and I shouldn't say the end, but the part where you're going out this coming weekend to purchase this stuff, and you'll be wrapping. If anyone sees this and they would like to help, they would like to help in some fashion. What can they do, and how do they get it to you?
Well, the financial contributions can be dropped off at the middle school, and checks made out to Manchester Township Middle School with a notation of Kevin's Kids. You can also drop off new gifts there, and again, we'll be there all this week, and just come on by, and we'd love to accept your donations, whatever that may be.
You are.
And we need.
Yeah, you are a pair of, in many cases, unsung heroes. You have never sought any attention for this unless it was going to help get more donations. And truly,
That's
if
right.
there's any two people who understand that it's better to give than receive, it is you two. And I thank you on behalf of thousands of people for what you have done to make a Christmas for people who would not have one.
Well,
Thank you.
we
you very
can't
much.
thank you enough, and it just helps spread the word even further. And we'll hopefully get more and more every day. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll be seeing some more gifts dropped off. I got a call already,
That's
so it's
amazing.
good.
Kevin and Peggy Berger, both retired, but plenty on their mind, plenty to do. Especially this next week or so. Thank you very much for joining us on the Dad and Daughter Download, and you have a very Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thanks to you guys. We
We
appreciate
can't
it.
thank the two of you enough. It's just wonderful what you're doing to help us out, and it will grow so much more because of this. Thank you, Kevin.
Of course.
Thank you, Al. You're
You guys
special,
are-
both of you. And
It's our
tell
pleasure.
mom you better be there tomorrow to help us too.
It's our pleasure. You have a good one. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. You're good.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
That is
guys.
Kevin
Bye
and
now.
Peggy Berger, and talking about Kevin's Kids, as you heard. We're going to take a little commercial break right now. Want to tell you about our sponsor, the Crab's Claw Inn in Lavalette, all decorated, ready for the holidays. And it's one of my favorite places, and I love it this time of year. Cozy and comfortable. Those are the two words I've always just described the place, especially in the winter with the fireplace roaring. You can't do any better than that. So let me tell you about a couple of things. I got to put my glasses on. That's what happens when you get older. They have their happy hours Sunday through Thursday. So that would be every day but Friday and Saturday. Sunday through Thursday, all day and night. $5 glasses of wine, $1.50 off drinks, a special $5 bar food menu that's only at the bar. You sit at the bar and you have it, and it's great. And of course, don't forget their 3-course lunch specials for $14.99. And I say 3 courses: appetizer, entree, dessert. Entertainment at night in the off season, it's great. It's for the locals, right? They have bingo on Wednesday, karaoke every Thursday, live music on Friday and Saturday. It is just a really cool place, and this is the time of year where you can go to the Crab's Claw and you don't have to stand outside for 2 hours. So go visit them. We appreciate their sponsorship. We love them over there. They're our friends. And for more information, all you have to do is go on thecrabsclaw.com. Everything with the entertainment schedule, menus, all of that do that. And please say hello to our friends at the Crab's Claw Inn. Okay. That was fun, Al. I'm glad we did that.
No, that was great. I think especially this time of year, you just feel like extra, like you want to give back and you really want to find something. I know, like for me, it's I don't have a car, but here in the city, like buying the coffee for the person behind me, or even like saying hello to someone on the street, or just an extra smile or something. I just think this time of year, especially, it's just important to really like appreciate and be friendly.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much, by the way.
It doesn't.
It's the small gestures. I was in the store the other day, and the Salvation Army was set up inside, and it was two people, an elderly couple, and ringing the bell. And I made a donation. I got into a nice conversation with them, and they do it every year. They love it. They love it because it
Yeah.
makes them feel good. So that's what it's all about this time of year. All right, so I had reached out to you. It's amazing when I know something that you don't. I feel so good every once in a while. But I did read a story. Simon Cowell, who is probably best known, would you say, as the judge on American Idol? I mean, that's
1,000%.
yeah, that's what really was the springboard for him being an international star. But he had created shows before that, The X Factor and Got Talent, very popular in England. And he has got a show that is debuting on Netflix Wednesday night. So this comes out on Wednesday. If you're watching it Wednesday tonight, it's a 6-part series, and it's all about him trying to create a boy band similar to a band you know very well,
Because that
One Direction,
yes, yes.
which he was involved in the creation of that group.
Map.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently this started in Europe, maybe England, where all these young boys came in for auditions. They selected 16 and then came to Los Angeles. And these 16 are competing to be part of this new boy band.
Wow. What's it
So
called?
it's called Simon Cowell, The Next Act.
Okay.
It's on Netflix Wednesdays for 6 weeks.
I'm so interested because I think what made him so iconic, and I was an early American Idol watcher, I have not watched in years, but was his kind of brutal feedback and reactions, especially, and something that he could never do now. I think he would need to be a lot more kind with his reviews and whatnot. But he was brutal. Like he would plug his ears. He would just say, like he would tear into people. And I think what made American Idol what it was because you know that they were going to screen those really horrible, horrible singers, but maybe who thought they were really good. Like, and that's what I loved it for. Like, I thought it was like, you're going to tune in to see like kind of what is next, like who's going to be so bad and Simon's reaction. So it'll be interesting to see like what his persona is on this show when it's kind of like his name on the line where he's trying to form this group that will hopefully go on to be successful. So I guess I'll watch. I mean, I have a ton I'm watching right now that I can't imagine trying to squeeze another show in, but for the sake of the podcast, I will watch, and maybe next week we can come back and give our review, and if we'll continue watching or whatnot. But I had no idea this was happening. I have not seen any PR or marketing around it. So
what's cool about it is it's on Netflix, so you can watch it whenever you want.
100 and no commercials.
I mean, if you don't watch it till after Christmas, it's no big deal. But I'm kind of interested to see if the show gets any buzz at all.
Same.
Like you said, you haven't heard anything about it. So, there hasn't been a lot of advanced PR for it, but we'll see what happens once it comes out.
Yeah, I think it'll depend on who are the guys competing and what are their personalities and whatnot. And then I think that will maybe help like the trajectory of the show.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so I'm wearing the hat tonight for a specific...
I know, we should have coordinated. You should have shot me a text.
I'm sorry. I'm wearing the hat for a specific reason because after 54 days...
That's insane.
That's how long the search was for Penn State, our beloved Penn State, to find a football coach. And they did. And we're pretty excited about it. Matt Campbell, who for 10 years was very highly regarded for the job he did at Iowa State. They always said he was a guy who did a lot with not a lot. Didn't have great resources, didn't have a ton of money to throw around, but always put together a competitive team. They won 11 games a couple of years ago. Penn State has hired him. Of course, every I mean, there was so much made over all the misses Penn State had. You know, the list of the alleged list of people that they had talked to who turned them down for one reason or the other. I don't know if that list was actually really true. But Matt Campbell, however it happened, fell in their lap. Looks like a great hire.
You
And
guys are
I
happy about it. Listen, I was trying to follow along as much as I could with the big names in the beginning. And then I think last week was kind of like a, oh crap moment. Like, who are we going to have? I think we were joking in our family group chat, like, should we go? Like, can we put someone up for a recommendation? Because this is kind of a mess that it was signing day and we didn't have anyone. And we were saying how much of a miss that was because players aren't going to go somewhere that they don't know who their coach is going to be. So I had not heard this name thrown around. I think one day you guys just said it and you all seemed happy. So
yeah.
I think if big fans are thinking it's a good move and they feel good about it, then I have to be happy with it. And I think what I'm most happy about is that Terry Smith is saying, I think he has done such a great job as an interim head coach. I don't think that's an easy job for anyone to step into, especially where the season was supposed to be preseason and then having to come in and kind of clean up and do the best he could. And I think he's really formed such a strong relationship with the players. We even know that they were tweeting it like, hire him already. Like, what are you waiting for? So
Yeah.
I think it'll help in the locker room and help with morale that he's sticking around for what I think 4 years he got,
Yes.
which is great.
Yep. He's going to be the highest paid non-coordinator in all of college football.
Love
Probably
that.
going to be the associate head coach, but his love for Penn State
It's so
is
deep.
this obvious. He wanted the head coaching job. He was passed over. Normally in that situation, you basically bolt,
Yeah.
right? He was a candidate for the job at the University of Connecticut. We all know that James Franklin would have taken him at Virginia Tech. He could have easily done that. He could have been I'm so upset, but he didn't because he wants to be at Penn State. So I think that's awesome. I think we got really lucky there. And also, we found out or we've learned that Penn State is going to play Clemson in the Pinstripe Bowl on December 27th at Yankee Stadium.
Yep.
And the interesting thing about that, when the season started, Penn State was ranked number 2 and Clemson was number 4. And they both had bad years.
It's
Penn State worse than
at
Clemson,
least
but
we're amongst good company, like a team that people know about, and we're not playing like who knows what state. So, I mean, we have plans that day, so we will not be in attendance. I don't think even if I was free, I would go. It's going to be cold and whatnot, but it'll give us something to watch on TV, and hopefully we can pull out a W and go into next year on a little bit more positive foot. But it's just insane. I'm kind of ready
Yeah.
for the season to be over, to be honest.
And just one other sports note, and that is I have to comment on this. I have never been a Notre Dame fan,
Yeah.
as you know. And I don't want to say I hate Notre Dame. I admire them for certain things. It's obviously a very good school academically. It's got great tradition. It's the Yankees of college football, whether you like them or not. I mean, I acknowledge that. All
Yep.
right. But I've never rooted for Notre Dame. And my problem is not with the team. It's always been with the fans who I think feel like they're above things a little bit. And I have a lot of friends who are Notre Dame fans. But Notre Dame, first of all, they absolutely got screwed in the college football playoff. I have no doubt about it. All right. They were ahead of Miami last week in the final week of polling.
Right.
That leads up to Selection Sunday, which was this past Sunday. They were ahead of Miami the whole time. Neither of those teams played. And then Miami jumped ahead of them. Miami got in and Notre Dame was out. I think it was terrible.
Yeah.
College football's a mess. Let's face it.
I know we talked about that last week.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into it. But then Notre Dame basically acts like spoiled babies. And shortly after getting left out, they put out on social media, Notre Dame is not going to consider a bowl game. Our
So
season
has
is
this
over.
happened before?
What?
Do you remember, has this ever happened before where a team has decided not to play in a bowl game?
Sometimes for reasons, coaching problems, whatever, but not for this. Notre Dame is just acting like a spoiled brat, We didn't get our way. We're unhappy. We don't want to play in a bowl game.
And they would have gotten a decent bowl game, no?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, they're a very desirable commodity. I mean,
Yeah.
bowl games would have loved to have them. I think it's almost embarrassing. If I'm a Notre Dame fan, I'm embarrassed.
I will be very interested to see, like, following along, like, what fans are saying about this. I love the coach. I think I texted you. He was on the Today Show.
As I do as well.
Seems like a really, really good guy.
Yep.
But obviously he had something to do with this decision. So do you think he went to the team, like the players, and said, like, do you think he gave them an option to play or not to play? Like, for that could be the last game for a lot of these guys that will never play again. And they never thought that the game they played a few weeks ago would be their last game.
You're absolutely right. Listen, I'm sure the whole program was on board with this.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Marcus Freeman fan. In the beginning of the Penn State search, his name was mentioned. I would have said, hey, give him the moon. I don't care. But I just think it's a bad look. It's a bad look for anything. You don't get your way, so I'm going to pick up my ball and go home.
Yeah.
And I'm embarrassed. I think it's embarrassing. All right. As we wrap up, it is your favorite segment, Kevin Can't Even.
Yep.
And I now yield to you.
Here we go. Okay, starting off, I think you know I am a big fan. I love Alex Earl. Jersey girl. She is the biggest influencer. She's so much more than an influencer now. And I follow her very closely, and I know we've talked about her a lot. So she was dating an NFL player. I will give you that hint. And the rumor started swirling when she was on Dancing with the Stars. She made it to the finals. She came in second place, that her and her boyfriend had broken up. He wasn't spotted at all supporting her. And a lot of people were saying, well, he's playing in the NFL, but a lot of people were also like, he could have flown on a private jet for like in and out. So now it is not official by her standards or his standards, but they've broken up. It was all the headlines on social media this past weekend. So do you know who was she dating?
She went to Red Bank Catholic, I believe, right? That's her high school?
I think she's from Manasquan, so I think she did go to RBC.
Yeah. You're talking about Braxton Berrios.
Okay.
Used to play for the Jets, and I think he was with the Dolphins. Well, I don't even know who he's with. Yeah.
He's with the Texans now.
Texans, yeah. That's who her boyfriend was, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Impressed.
I
Okay.
love it.
This one I would be shocked. So there's this big event that happens in Miami every year. It's happening right now. And it really is like this international series of like contemporary art. That's how it started. It was a big art show, and now it has expanded. Do you know what is it? What is that called?
I always thought it was called the Miami Art Festival, but I guess there's another part of the name. That's the place where they had that picture of the banana that sold for all of that money.
I think it happened there.
I don't know if there's an official name. I wouldn't know it.
Okay. Art Basel.
Art
Basel.
Basel.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
So I actually messed up the question. I meant to ask you what is Art Basel, and I think that would have been a lot funnier.
Oh, okay.
But you wouldn't have
All right.
done it anyway. But
I
it has
wouldn't
now
have done it.
turned into, I've had brands that have activated there. It is now like people go just for the after parties. It's really not even about the art, but I think it's a reason to go down to Miami in December and party, to be honest.
It's a who's who. It's a who's who thing.
100%.
Celebrities. Yeah.
All the parties are on yachts. There's major DJs there. It looks like a good time. I've never gone.
I wonder if Jacob Elordi will be there.
I mean, we can only hope that he made that's a lot of people are saying Alex Earl and Jacob Elordi should date. Anyone, like, why not have like the hottest guys? So I'm like, oh my God, imagine like we see them spotted out like at the next big pop culture. Oh my God, that would be iconic. And then I think you'll get this, but I know it was big news. I was talking about it a lot at work. Who did Netflix just acquire?
Oh, Warner Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of people are upset.
A lot of
Because
people are upset.
When I say people, especially people in the industry, because obviously Netflix is a streaming platform. And the
Correct.
fear is Warner Brothers, the movie industry needs movies that go into a movie theater and last a few weeks there if they're doing okay. The feeling is Netflix will not release those will release them in the theaters, but will yank them after a week or two.
with
And
a
that's bad. That's bad for the movie theaters. They
100%.
need they need people in seats to buy the popcorn, whatever. So yeah, it is Warner Brothers. So I got 2 out of 3 this
You
week.
did. You did. And I honestly think that's my bad because I think the second question would have made for great content, but
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm saving you week by week a little bit, like it's your dignity. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that move does. I mean, it's insane what streaming has. I don't even have cable. I think you
Yeah.
even contemplated cutting cable. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much it for this episode. Again, we ask that you tell your friends, spread the word. Now you can watch us each week on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. It's the Dad and Daughter download. You can also go on shoresportsinsider.com. Thanks to our friend Steve. And you can click on that, get on that website, and you'll see where it says podcast, and we're right there as well. We come out every Wednesday, and please tell your friends, share. We want more people to watch us and have some fun with us because we are the Dad and Daughter download.
I'm promoting us. I don't know. I'm out. I'm telling people at work. I'm telling friends of friends. So I hope you're carrying the weight as well.
Yeah, yeah, I'm probably not as good as you are, but I am telling people when they say, "Hey, you're retired." I'm not retired. I do a weekly podcast with my
There we
daughter,
go.
and
There we
that's
go.
when I do it and turn it in. Thanks again, as always, to Steve for making this all work for us. We greatly appreciate it. And again, that's shoresportsinsider.com, where you can also watch this podcast online if you want, as well as the podcast platforms I just mentioned. We'll be back next week. Who knows what we'll be talking about or what I'll be talking about, but whatever, we'll be here. And we hope you will as too. So for our guest tonight, the Burgers, thank you. And we wish you all a great week and continue to enjoy the holiday season because it is the best time of year.
Yep. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.